Hi, I'm Caitlin, and today we're going to do a really gentle embodied movement practice. So, this is going to be specifically for when you are feeling really low energy, maybe a collapse in the nervous system, a shutdown, overwhelm, things like that. So we want to very gently lift the energy. So this is going to be for if you're struggling to get out of bed, if you're struggling to do the next thing, to take care of yourself, if you want to move, but it feels like a monumental task, try this practice. So we're going to definitely start on the floor. You can even be in your bed when we're starting this. You might eventually want to get out as we're doing this, hopefully, but you can do this wherever you need to. So I'm going to start on the ground. I'm on a mat. You can use a towel, a blanket, whatever you need. And I also want to encourage you to, if you're not already, to get into comfortable clothes you can really let loose in and not feel any constriction. All right? So whenever you're ready, you can join me on some sort of flat surface. So we're going to lay down on the back, and you can have your legs straight out in front of you. I'm going to plant mine as I just feel more like it feels more grounding for me this morning. All right, so we're going to start with some breath work. We're going to start with some some breathing that builds heat gently in the body. So this is called the hatha breath. I'm going to show you where you're putting your air is on your in your diaphragm. So right below your breastbone, I'm putting my hand there. I invite you to try it as well. And as you inhale, really send your inhale into the diaphragm, expanding your ribs. And as you exhale, you're going to make some friction in the back of the throat. You can do it mouth open or closed, like you're fogging up a mirror. So I'm doing it with mouth closed. And you're going to make that friction as you inhale as well. It's the same muscle group. Right, so it might take you a couple of tries to get that fogging up the mirror sound. And you can maybe start to feel that heat in your core building. With all of these exercises, you're welcome to do them for as long as you want to. You don't have to follow me exactly. So feel free to pause whenever. But for now, I'm going to invite us to move on. And we're going to start to wake up the neck and the top of the spine. And we're going to, as we inhale, roll our head to the left. And as we exhale, roll our head and our gaze over to the right. And back to the left. You can inhale and exhale in whichever direction you want. You can change it up. And I invite you to try to keep your eyes open when we're doing this. Eye movement, especially side to side eye movement, as a way of helping to regulate the nervous system. Really gentle stretch on the side of the neck. Okay, now we're going to transition again, if you're ready. If you're not, keep doing that. We're going to do some stretching of the spine while we're on the floor or on the ground. A little cat-cow on the back. So you're going to start by pushing your tailbone down and arching your spine off the ground, and then tucking your chin in. And then exhaling, flatten the spine, press it into the ground, and tilt your head back and chin back. Continuing to do this as you inhale, pull your chin in, curve the spine. Exhale, flatten. This one you definitely will need to have the feet planted in order to move the spine in this way. So moving with the breath is really important in getting more openness, more space, trying to gently loosen. Feel the earth beneath you, especially when we're doing flattening the spine on the ground, or feel the bed beneath you, whatever support you have. Just notice how it holds you up. And just coming into a neutral spine. I'm adjusting because my spine and shoulders can get a little tucked underneath when I do that. And we want to really make sure that you're not clenched or kinked anywhere. Okay? All right, now, if you're ready, we're going to move your feet a little bit wider than your hips if you want to. And plant them with your knees bent. And we're going to wake up the hips a little bit. So you're going to, also you can put your arms into goalposts at 90 degrees, right? This is going to gently open the chest as well and open the heart space. So we try to welcome in more energy, welcome in more life. And you're going to throw your knees and legs over to the right. You can feel the stretch in your left side of your body. And then I'm going to move my head over to the left. And then back to center and move it over, the legs over to the left and your head over to the right. Now, this should be just a gentle stretch. If you're feeling that it hurts your knees, please grab a pillow or a blanket to put underneath your legs. And instead of moving quickly side to side like I am doing right now, you can just hold them on one side on the pillow. And then when you're ready, you can move the pillow or blanket over to the other side. So that's really important about this practice, is that we're trying to just take care of you and to let your body know that it's safe to move. So whatever way you need to make your body feel more comfortable, please take those steps. Again, feel the stretch in the side body as you do this. And as you inhale, see if you can stretch further, expand more, open more across the chest. And as you exhale, melt. Imagine like you're melting more into the ground, into the bed. Okay, I'm going to come to middle, come to the center again here. Feeling the openness that has started here in the chest. If you're ready to move on, I'm going to pull our knees into the chest. And you can grab the back of your legs or the top of your knees if you want to. And if you're able to fully wrap up here, squeeze, and then let it go a little bit. I'm still going to hold my knees. I'm just going to rock side to side. And this is a really nice massage on the top of the tailbone, on the hips. Bit is a little bit like a self-hug. You can curl your knees in a little bit more if you can. Right. And then if you're rocking, rock and roll over to your side here and push yourself up. But if you're ready, if you're feeling enough energy to sit up, go ahead and do so. Take a breath and just notice if you're feeling just a little bit more life, a little bit more openness and alertness here. And if you're not, if you've got a lot of brain fog right now and heaviness in the head, this next breathing exercise is definitely for you. So this is, again, taking from a yoga breathwork practice, Kundalini Yoga. We are going to, again, focus our breathing on the diaphragm area. So I invite you to put your hand there just so you can really feel where the breath is needing to go. And I'm going to show you, it's going to take a little bit probably for you to get the rhythm of it, because it always does for me. As we inhale, I'm going to turn sideways to show you for a second. As we inhale, we're going to push or inflate the diaphragm. And as we exhale, we're going to pull the diaphragm in, suck in. We're going to do a forceful exhale push. And you can see maybe my hand went in with the diaphragm. Now, if you can't sit like this, sit with your legs spread out in front of you. That's totally fine. Sit up on a pillow or a blanket. That really helps to be able to relax the legs and keep your spine upright, right? And I know that's tough, especially when you're feeling like collapsing in on yourself. So please, again, grab a pillow, grab a blanket to prop yourself up. So now I'm going to show you this breathing practice. We're going to take a big inhale and then we're going to do quick exhale, push out like that. And when you're pushing out forcefully with the exhale, you're going to just naturally take in air in between. So don't worry too much about the inhale. It will come naturally. Focus on pushing the air out with the exhale. All right? So I'm going to do it with you. We're going to do a couple of rounds. If you start to feel lightheaded, just stop and take a couple of regular, easy breaths. Get some water, okay? It is meant to clear the brain fog, so you might feel a little bit lighter in the head. All right, so we are pulling our shoulders back and down. Don't force them back, just a nice back and down. Put your hand on your diaphragm. Take a nice slow inhale. Exhale. And let it all out. Whew. You need to shake it out. Bend forward. Stretch the neck. Go ahead and do that. Notice if you feel any lighter in the head. We're going to do that again here. Again, if it feels good for you, we'll try it again. Take an inhale. And exhale. And let it all out. And take a nice regular breath. Notice the energy in the body, right? It might be subtle. You might need to do it again if you want to continue to clear the head. I invite you to try that. We're trying to be gentle with the body, help it feel comfortable. But we also want to help it to feel more powerful, more empowered, right? That you do have energy, that you do have life force energy flowing through you. All right? So we're going to do some cat-cow on hands and knees, right? So it's the very similar, same motion as we did on the back. Instead, we're going to do it on hands and knees and feel more energy flowing as we do that. So we're going to plant the knees right under the hips. So not too wide, not too narrow, right under the hips. And we're going to plant the hands right underneath the shoulders, right? So feel the equilibrium of that. Feel the ground beneath you. Again, if this hurts your knees, you can continue just doing it on your back. You can do it sitting in a chair instead, or you can place some cushions beneath your knees. All right? So we're doing this with the breath. It's very important. We're going to start with an inhale, and you're going to pop your tailbone up towards the sky. Open up your shoulders and chest and look up towards the ceiling or the sky. So you're only doing this as much as you comfortably can. Don't strain yourself. As you exhale, you're going to curl your tailbone down, curl your chin in, and push from your shoulders down into the ground. Feel your power. Inhale, starting with the tailbone, curl it up towards the sky, curve the spine, pull the shoulders back and the head up. Feel your front body opening, and exhale, curl the tailbone, curve the spine, feel stretch in the back of the neck and the spine. And continue doing this at your own pace. You don't have to follow me. And feel how this is waking up your entire spine and opening your heart space. You can start to sway side to side or move in a circle. And this might feel silly, but I want to encourage you to get looser with it, to really start to feel the openness, the flexibility. You're stretching your wrists and your arms. Okay, and then we're going to do a C curve with the spine. So you'll pop your hip out to the side, then pop your shoulders out, following your hip, and then look back towards the hip that is popped out towards your foot, if you can. Then do the same thing, going the other way, moving with the breath again. This is going to stretch your side body. And you can even pick as you're looking. So I'm looking to the left. I'm going to pick up my right foot and poke my toe out there. This is called the tail of the dog. And it's just to stretch a little bit more. Again, no pressure, no need to do that if you don't want to. But feel the energy flowing now. As you're stretching all the sides of your spine and back. Whew. Shake out the hands now. That was a long time spent on your wrists. Stretch them around. And again, check in, see if you can feel the difference of the quality of your breath, the alertness in your body and your brain. I've got just a couple of more movements here if you want to. So we're going to do some more stretching of the hips and the front body and the stomach. We're going to do some child's pose and upward facing dog. My toes are together, my knees are a little bit apart, so my chest can fit inside. And I'm going to stretch my arms forward. So you can also place a pillow underneath your chest or your chin here on the ground. But as you exhale, you're going to melt towards the floor. As you inhale, you're stretching your arms and your hips more. And then we're going to inhale and move into upward facing dog. So legs on the floor, hands underneath your shoulders, and tilt your chin up towards the sky. Pull your shoulders back, stretch your front body, and then move back into child's pose. So you can do this however you want. You can do it quickly, with an exhale in child's pose and an inhale in upward facing dog. Or you can spend several breaths in each pose. Depending on the energy you have in your body, that might determine how quickly you want to move. Good. Feel the ground, the floor, the bed beneath you, supporting you. Wherever you are, feel the connection to your surroundings. And to your body. Good job. Doing great. Hopefully feeling a little bit more movement here. And I lied earlier. There's actually 2 more things that we're going to try. All right. And I invite you to try to stand up. Okay. So if you're not ready to stand, you can continue to sit on the ground, sit in a chair, and fold over your legs, and then pull yourself back up. We're going to do a full forward fold here, but you can do that while sitting down as well. No worries. Now we're going to do a forward fold, but as with all of these movements, we want it to be really intentional. So as we inhale up to the sky, try to take up as much space as you can, because you deserve to take up space. Stretch out as wide as you can, as tall as you can, reach as high as you can. Feel the length of your spine. Hold it and exhale. Let it all go. Let it all hang. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Just should feel a slight stretch in the back of the legs. You can also put your feet a little bit wider, and that will help. You want your weight into your toes. So feel your spine lengthening towards the ground. And then push into the ground with your feet and slowly pull yourself up. Keep your head down until you're all the way up. Yeah. And feel the spine unfurling like that, like you're a flower. Let's do that again. So plant your feet. We're going to inhale, stretch out as wide as you can, and then as high as you can. Feel your body alive. Exhale. Let it all go. And you can grab opposite elbows here, and that helps to lengthen your spine even more. You can sway side to side. If you want to feel the side stretch again, you can even grab your hands behind you. Again, don't do any of this if it hurts or strains. Let whatever hand position go. Plant your feet. Pull yourself slowly back up. Y'all are doing so good. We are here. We are alive. We can breathe. Feel your life force energy. I am going to invite us to do one more pose. This is a much more powerful, empowering pose, and I hope you're able to get here. If you're not able to get here today, come back to this later. It's always going to be here for you. All right, so we're planting our feet wider than the hips. My toes are pointing diagonally away from me, and you can just stay here. You can stretch your arms out to the side in a star pose and take a breath here. Right? Feel that you're taking up space. Feel your presence here. You belong here. You are alive here. Feel your life force energy flowing through the body. Your heart continues to beat on, is always here for you. Your system is amazing, how much it can make it through. So again, you can stay here, or if you want to get into your strength a little bit more, inhale, exhale, come into a squat. You can go just a little bit. You can go all the way down if you want. I'm just going just a little bit here. Feel your legs. Feel the power in them. Feel the power in your core. Inhale, come out of it. Exhale, just a little squat. Maybe you can go lower. This is not about building muscle or working out. This is about feeling that you do have strength in your body. Maybe one more. And exhale. And inhale. Shake it out. Okay, amazing job, guys. I really appreciate how much you showed up for yourself today. Even turning this video on, knowing that you had really low energy is really, truly incredible. And if you made it to the end here, I hope that you're feeling alive, that you're feeling like you're able to do the next thing to take care of yourself. Remember, there's always one thing you can do to help yourself feel just 1% better. And I hope that you got that here today. Take care.